Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Jess, and I'm here tonight with Dr. Elizabeth, and we are here to talk to you about a company called LifeVantage. So, I'm a doctor of chiropractic, and I'm married to Matt, who's a farmer, and we have 5 kids from 14 to 2, and we live in a tiny town called Oneida in the middle of South Dakota. I've been practicing chiropractic for 13 years and have additional certifications in NATE, which is an allergy elimination technique, and acupuncture. Nutrition wasn't a major focus for me until my best friend had a scary diagnosis. And in order to help her from a distance, I was in charge of her nutrition. So I researched. I spent countless hours learning how nutrition impacted the body. I learned about many supplementation protocols, and I learned about some of the pathways that we're going to talk about tonight. And even though I prayed for these products, for something stronger, for something more powerful, for a miracle, I did not come across this company. And once I watched that ABC report, read the research, learned about activation, and realized the caliber of physicians that were already partnered with this company, I knew that if this was real, I had to share it. If this was real, I could impact so many lives. Because you see, with knowledge comes responsibility. So I couldn't get this product into my hands and into the bodies of those I love and care about fast enough. And although I was at the time supplementing with high quality products, my hair was falling out like crazy. Like I was wondering if I was going to be bald, and I've always had crazy thick hair. I had skin issues, I had gained weight, and I couldn't lose it no matter what I did. My eyes would literally swell shut. I wasn't sleeping well, and I always felt fatigued even when I slept for a long period of time. But all of that changed shortly after I started activating my body. And meanwhile, being a busy mom and business owner, I was going through all of the motions and never felt like it was enough. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but when I decreased my office hours, I felt torn because I couldn't get everyone into my schedule. And when I worked more, I felt guilty because I wasn't home with my kids who were getting bigger and more involved. I literally had no balance. I knew I had a moral obligation to share these products without attachment, and it wasn't long before I fell in love with this business. I was getting paid to share this with others. I was traveling with people I wanted to be around. I was surrounded by people I wanted to be like, and I was getting pushed out of my comfort zone and growing personally. And I was impacting lives I never would have even met if not for the beauty of this business model. I have all of the same passion to empower others to become the best version of themselves when it comes to their health. And now I am able to lead a team of women with a simple system to create the balance in their lives that I now have thanks to this business. I have built my business in the nooks and crannies of my life, and I know that if I can do this, so can you. So, LifeVantage, that's my story, and I just want to thank you for being here. I want you to just, be open to receiving, open to hearing and seeing if this is something that is right for you. So, proper disclosures. We are a publicly traded company. You can see our income disclosure statement because of that. There are 4 components that we're going to cover tonight. The first is the products and science, and Dr. Elizabeth and I could talk to you guys for hours and hours on each of these products individually. So this is going to be so super condensed and very brief in the overview, but just know that the science is there. So we're going to give you bits of that, but we have more information we can lead you to if you need that. But this is what drew us to this company. The second component is compensation. You guys, if you're going to spend your time doing it, you have to get compensated for it. And with this business model, we cut out the middleman. So the products go directly from the company to the consumer. So this is the deal. You are going to get paid for sharing it, right? So how many times have you ever gotten paid? Just heads up. When you loved your favorite pair of leggings and you told 6 people, did you get paid to tell anybody that? No, right? But you still did it because you loved it, right? But it's not enough that you could make a job out of that. I mean, you have to get compensated in order to keep doing the same things over and over again, right? And then the third component is timing. No one wants to hear about another antioxidant drink, right? Because everyone has that. No one needs another multivitamin line, right? Because everyone has that already. What you need is something no one has heard about that's still on the ground floor. And I'm telling you, even when I was researching and looking for things, I did not find this company. And I know that there are people that you are going to know that do not know about this company. They do not know about the science we're going to talk about tonight, and they do not know about activation. So timing is everything. And the fourth component is the system. So you have to make things simple. I'm busy, you're busy. Everybody needs things to be easy. I want to be able to do it from my computer or my phone. It needs to be flawless, and you need to have guidance from someone who has already done it. So that's the fourth component, system. We're going to cover that too. So we're going to start with the science, and Dr. Elizabeth is going to take us off with that.
Well, hello everyone. I'm so excited to be with you tonight. And like Dr. just said, just be open to what we're hearing. These products are not only game changers, they are life changers, and we're going to get excited and show you our passion. So LifeVantage began in a lab with a single question. Is declining health something we have to simply accept as part of getting older? And they made a couple discoveries along the way. So this is a science-based, research-based company like we talked about. So we're going to talk about some of that as we go along. So here's the discovery number one. Our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. Discovery two came later, and during that discovery, we found a way to actually activate these genes and their abilities. So in 2003, our company was formed to continue the research and share it with the world. And this is kind of where we started. So products have been sold since 2003. And originally they were on the shelves at retail stores. And what happened over time is in 2003, a clinical research study was produced, and it had some big results. What it stated was that we're able to reduce something called oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. And this is something that had never been produced before. And because of that, ABC picked up on this information, and they came out to do a primetime investigative report in 2005. And what they wanted to do, if you remember this show at all, they basically wanted to debunk what the findings of this company were and what was going on with these products. So you can see in the background here, John Quixote's starting to chat about what he did when he came in for this ABC Primetime Report. And we are going to take a quick look at that clip with that ABC Primetime Report now.
Turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress. And we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks, even mental disease. Yes, depression, Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old to find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its test.
All right, so that was a quick clip. And if you guys want to see more of that clip or watch it again, you can check it out at biohackandactivate.com. So after this aired, there was a huge flurry of media attention. All of these universities and different medical centers began self-funding research to kind of see what was really going on with this product and how they could utilize this technology for themselves. And then in 2009, the company decided to move from that retail sales to direct sales. So that means you can now only purchase these products through a direct distributor within the LifeVantage company. And so we began using activation to address these theories of health decline or aging. So guys, think about this. Most people understand what supplements are, and these are much, much different. As our body gets older, different switches that are typical pathways in our bodies actually shut off. They stop producing health in your cells for you. That is cellular activation, when we flip those switches back on and get those dormant pathways to work again towards healing and anti-aging you. Supplementation is much, much different. It's bringing a small amount of nutrition into your body to try and balance out a deficiency. You want to go, Dr. Jess? You want me to keep going?
Go ahead.
Okay. So guys, we're going to talk about these different theories of aging and these different switches that get flipped off as we age and are exposed to different things. And the first thing is that oxidative stress that we had been chatting about earlier. So guys, what happens with this is, due to the exposures you have in aging, there's these molecules that are produced in your bodies called free radicals. And free radicals, you can just think of them as unstable molecules, and they bounce around in your tissues trying to stabilize themselves, and they damage your tissues. They cause inflammation in your tissues as they're doing this. And as we're exposed to more and have more stresses, we accumulate more and more of these free radicals, and they produce inflammation all over in your body. And this free radical damage is oxidative stress. And this is how we have oxidative stress. Think of this, guys. It's things you're exposed to that you know of and things that you can't avoid. So your diet, if you smoke or use alcohol, if you're on any medications, if you're on pollutants, toxins, or pesticides, if you don't exercise, or if you over-exercise, or if you're exposed to radiation, all of this produces oxidative stress within your body. And so our first theory of oxidative stress can be solved with Protandim Nrf2 Synergizer. So guys, this is that cellular activator. So what happens with this is that the product actually flips a switch on in a pathway called Nrf2, and this is the pathway that is responsible for antioxidant production in our body. This normal pathway is what remediates free radicals are in our body. And the reason that this turns into a cellular activator is these input ingredients, the specific recipe of these 5 ingredients, and how they are kind of baked together to produce the product. Because honestly, you guys, you could take all of these ingredients individually in different amounts and you just wouldn't have the effects. And these are the effects. So we talked about lowering oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. What we're doing is we're increasing those antioxidant enzymes. So we're increasing superoxide dismutase. We're increasing catalase. And guys, this is such a big one right now. We're increasing glutathione by 300%. Guys, this is the primary molecule that goes out in any immune response. We need high levels of glutathione, and there's no way to supplement and get this same amount within the cells. So we're supporting the body's natural ability to repair and then to clean out and rejuvenate its cells and that detoxification process. And what happens is we have these antioxidant enzymes neutralizing more than 1 million free radicals. This is a big deal. And so guys, when we have oxidative stress like this and we have these things going on, we can't get rid of things. For instance, I want to tell you about Nancy, who's been a patient of mine for a really long time, and we've been doing everything. We've been caring consistently. She changed her diet. She was taking natural products, supplements to help her. She was trying to reduce her stress, and these migraines would not go away. I was treating her for at least 3 years with these migraines. She implemented this Protandim Nrf2 Synergizer into her life, and her headaches have been, she's maybe had 2 headaches in the last 2 years, and they have been nowhere close to migraine intensity. It all had to do with removing that oxidative stress and that inflammation going on in her body. And so here's kind of a comparison again between supplementation versus activation. One and done, that's kind of the supplementation approach. If you are to consume an antioxidant that is a supplement or in your diet, you're basically able to reduce 1 free radical. Guys, when we have oxidative stress, we have millions and millions of free radicals. So we need something different. So you can take 1 Protandim Nrf2 Synergizer and reduce those millions of free radicals, or you can try to eat 11 pounds of blueberries every day. You can eat 375 oranges. You can take 120 vitamin C tablets. There just is not a comparison. And that is the difference between supplementation and activation. And here's a look at some of the peer-reviewed journal articles that you can find. Guys, take a look at these different institutions, organizations, and publications that are available for you on PubMed.gov. If you're interested in this, we get very excited about this, but if you're interested in really specific research, check it out on PubMed.com or PubMed.gov, excuse me, or Google Scholar, where you can get really legitimate information. And I love this one from Washington State that says Nrf2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. And it may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. And I'm telling you guys, we all need that right now.
Woo! I love that science. It's so good. That the concept of activation, it makes me want to like scream it from the rooftops, you guys. I had never heard of this. I've seen so many amazing things. I could tell you so many stories, but we got to get through some more of this. So we'll tell some more stories as we go along. The second theory of aging is that of mitochondrial decline. So you remember from your elementary science classes that the mitochondria are the energy producing part of the cell. And if that engine is not working like it should, you can imagine what the result is, right? So as we age, we see a decline in the function of these mitochondria. They become damaged, they become unrepairable, and they become dysfunctional. So the solution for that is Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. So much like our NRF2 Synergizer, we are able to turn on the NRF1 pathway in our bodies, which is responsible for mitochondrial biogenesis. So what does that mean? That means we are able to make more mitochondria, we're able to repair damaged mitochondria, and we're able to get rid of the mitochondria that are not repairable. So what do? We fix the engines, we soup up the engines, we make more engines, and when we do that, we have more energy, we sleep better, we repair better, we heal better, we see support in cognitive and brain health, and circulatory and cardiovascular system as well. So again, we have 5 inputs, much like our NRF2 Protandim. And these components work synergistically together. Like Dr. Elizabeth said, with a recipe, if you took the same components and you mixed them all around or took them independently, you wouldn't get the same thing. Just like if you were making bread and you took too much of something, too little of something else, and you put it together, you wouldn't even get bread when you're done, right? It's the exact same thing in our bodies. It's very specific, and the specific blend is what gets that amplification of that pathway. So we see an 1,800% increase in the NRF2 pathway with our product and 2,000% increase in the NRF1 pathway with our product. That is so profound, you guys. So the third theory of aging is the sirtuin activity decline. So again, as we age, we see less production of these sirtuins, and sirtuins are responsible for removal of cellular junk, right? This is like the garbage trucks of our cells. But so many health benefits come from them: mental, physical, energy, motivation, mood, cardiovascular health, cholesterol levels, joint health, healthy DNA, healthy inflammation, all of that. Unfortunately, as we age, we don't produce as many of them as we should. So the solution is Protandim NAD Synergizer. NAD is the pathway that is responsible for sirtuin production within our body. 4 inputs in this instead of the 5, but again, that synergistic blend supports healthy longevity, mental focus, concentration, all the things I said before. And it's so cool because if you fasted, right? If you fasted for 24 hours, you'd see a 94% increase in sirtuin production. But if instead of fasting, you had the American way, right? If you could just take 2 pills, you can increase that sirtuin production by 100% in just 24 hours. And this, my friends, is why I have so many people on my team that call this the party pill. And the reason is you instantly feel that energy. You can just tell whether you've taken it or not. And most things you can't feel, right? Because when they're working on this cellular level, you're not necessarily aware of that until it's really bad or it's really good, right? But with this, you can tell right away. So Dr. Elizabeth, tell us about the Tri-Synergizer.
So this is our Tri-Synergizer line, guys. These are those 3 cellular activators: Protandim NRF2, Protandim NRF1, and Protandim NAD. And the company packages them together in these neat little packets that you see in front of you. And what's so cool, you guys, is what these products do together. You heard Dr. Jess talk about this. Not only are each product fundamentally changing those pathways, activating those pathways, but when we use them together, they boost how each other works. And it has this huge impact. So if you guys look on the left side, you can see our NRF2 gene activity. In the middle is NRF1 gene activity. On the right is our NAD gene activity. And the gray bars are if you took just that product by itself and how much it increases its response. But if you take them all together, look at those blue lines. We have huge increases in how effective these are. And guys, this is important. Remember, with our NRF2, we're reducing our oxidative stress. Guess what our oxidative stress goes after in our cells? It goes after our mitochondria in our cells. So first we get rid of the causative factor, and then when we boost that, we're able to repair what it has damaged. And then we're able to increase that sirtuin activity so the cell is just functioning at its optimal and is as vitalistic as it possibly can be.
So these are our categories of products. So I don't want to overwhelm you, but I want you to know that there's more than that. But literally, based on that concept of activation, right? We have NRF2 activation specifically for our four-legged friends with Pet Tandem for dogs. And dogs have an oxidative stress load 7 times that of humans, right? And then we have our TrueScience hair care system, NRF2 activation from the outside in for our hair. So remember when I was telling you guys my story, I told you about my hair and how I thought I was going to be bald, right? Within a month of taking our cellular activators, my hairstylist asked me what I was doing that was different because I had so much new hair growth. Then they launched this hair care line, and about a year after that, and I started using it. Went back to her again 3 weeks later, and she's like, "What are you doing with your hair?" So I tell her, and she's like, "Well, stop using that serum because your hair is getting so thick that I'm having to thin it like crazy." So the TrueScience hair care. And then we have TrueScience skin care. This is all I have on my face and all I have on my hair right now. And it's a 4-step line. It works so well. And we have a study from the National Institute of Aging showing we were the only anti-aging product used over a 10-year study. And that was with our NRF2 from the inside out. So we made a formulation with similar components from the outside in. Very cool. Then we took that activation concept and we applied it specifically to the brain with Axio, our brain hack drink, you guys. This is how we can allow those neurotransmitters in our brain to dock to the appropriate receptors. With just 11 days of consecutive use of this, we saw 50% increase in verbal skills in a child. That is crazy, you guys. I cannot tell you how many good uses there is for this drink. We could literally have a conversation on any of these products for even just an hour. And then Vitality Stack and award-winning products. We have award-winning products for sure, but the company has made different stacks, put different products together to make them affordable for you. So our Vitality Stack, we also have the 2 supplements I think everyone should take from In Utero to Death, which is a probiotic and an omega product. So our probiotic, what makes our probiotic different is that it has a BioTrack lining that allows it to bypass your stomach acid and get deep into your small and large intestine and slow release those organisms to provide the benefits. So you're talking 75% of your immune function, 90% of your serotonin, 50% of your dopamine, a majority of your neurotransmitters. Your gut is vitally important. And then we have Omega Plus. This is our omega-3s, EPA and DHA, and the plus is omega-7s for metabolism and a little bit of vitamin D as in dog as well. So very vital. Again, these become incorporated into every cell membrane. The cell membrane is how the cells talk. And remember, with activation, we are looking to create healthy cells. When our cells are healthy, we have healthy tissues. When our tissues are healthy, we have healthy organs. Healthy organs make a healthy body. We want to get back to that cellular level. And the omegas are making the cell membranes healthy as well. And then, of course, physique weight management line. And you guys, everybody's looking to manage their weight, whether it's loss or maintain. We have a protein shake, a prebiotic drink that is stellar, and a fat burn product that is designed to target that visceral fat that surrounds your organ systems. So with all of that being said, we have the science behind these products that is unlike any other company I have ever seen in my entire life. And we have a concept of activation that we are at the forefront of. They started this in 2003 with our research. We now have 17 years to back that up. We are the leading, not just the leading, we have literally no competitors in the field of activation. That is unheard of. So you might be asking yourself, how could I get these, right? So what they did is made this simple for you, very simple, just like shopping on Amazon. Whoever invited you here can give you their link. You can go right to their site, pick what you want, and check out, just like Amazon, right? Or to make it even easier, you could tell them what you want. or ask them for a recommendation, and they can send you a preloaded cart with exactly what works for you. And then you could check out. So I'm going to let Dr. Elizabeth talk to you about compensation.
Yes, so guys, we've kind of talked about this health experience, right? So how can we monetize on this health experience and make it worth your time that you're putting into it? Is these are our 3 distributor packs. What happens if you're interested in building a business, people, is that you purchase a pack of products for yourself. We have a silver pack, a gold pack, and a platinum pack. And the platinum pack is hands down what we recommend for everyone. It's what we started with. It gives you all the products so that you can try them out, test them out, sample them out, create your own stories from these products, and begin activating your body. The other thing that happens is you get a one-time big discount when you purchase those products in those packs. So how do we make money? We get paid weekly. We also get paid daily now, which is amazing. We have a Smart Start bonus on first-time purchases. We have launch bonuses. We get paid monthly. Guys, this is the important part. This is the residual income that you build. This allows you to do the work once and see gain happening month after month from that work that you did. We have generational match bonuses, different as well. So how do we get into profit mode? These were my big questions. How do I get back what I put into this initially? So basically, depending on how you come in as a distributor, you find 3 people like you that want to do this, and you sell them or show them these distributor packs of the same amount. So again, silver pack, 3 silvers, gold, 3 gold, platinum, 3 platinum, and then you're in profit mode.
So again, that timing, the third component, right? We talked about that. You don't want to get in after everybody already knows about it, right? You want to be at the beginning. And this is literally the perfect meld of work from home or anywhere. Literally, I do almost my entire business on my cell phone and a tiny bit on my laptop, but really it's almost all on my cell phone. Social sharing, you have a virtual office, minimal business assets. Literally the only inventory requirements are what you're personally going to use. You're not required to keep some supplies, on hand. You're not doing that. It goes directly to the person, not to you. So why LifeVantage and why now? Most of the US and Canada have yet to discover LifeVantage, and there has been a 60% increase in wellness sales in the last 8 years. And what do you think in a year like 2020 that has happened, right? Where our focus really is on our health, right? Over 220,000 studies have been published on oxidative stress and growing, and that's only addressing one of our products addresses that one. And we have many more products that are also game changers. And look at this. This is our income disclosure statement. Pro 3, right? Pro 3, we have our foundational rank. That's an average of $626 a month. What would that mean for you? For some, that's a house payment. That's a car payment. That's their daycare. I don't know what that will mean for you, right? Or Pro 5, this is the top 1.5% of our company from Pro 5 and above. $3,107 on average per month, and taking about 16 months to reach that rank, putting in minimal hours in your spare time, right? Premier Pro 5. How about Pro 7? This is elite ranks of our company. This is not where you're looking for just a side gig, right? This is where you're looking for a way out of your current situation. How many of you have seen people that are in situations that are so toxic? They have a terrible boss. They're so committed. They're so into their job. They don't have time for their family. They dump all of their energy and they empty their tank at work, and they come home and they got nothing left, right? Elite Pro 7, this is the rank where you're looking to, potentially replace what you're already doing. If not you, maybe you and your husband or one of you, but $13,400 on average per month. And it's taking about 30 months for people to achieve that rank in our company on average. So can you do this? Can you do this? The answer, yes, you can do this. And I'm going to let Dr. Elizabeth explain why with our 4th component.
So system, guys, we, like Dr. Jess had alluded to, we need something that's simple that we can work into our life, and we need the support. So look at this, we have 24/7 support. The system is super follow. What you do is we launch you, learn as you are doing it, as you're making money, and then you learn to lead. We have regular team meetings and trainings. It can be on personal growth, mindset, the skills you need. We have corporate events and training, incentives, and so much support and so many people to help you through this process. So at this point, you've thought about what products you love at this point, right? Maybe you need a little bit more information on that aspect. Maybe you're ready to become a customer as well. I encourage you to get back to whomever sent you this link and who had you watch this video to talk with them a little bit more. Maybe you have the idea that you're looking for something. You're looking for something to do at home as an adjunct to your current position, or you're looking for something to move from your position into this, and you need a little bit more information. I'm going to tell you guys, we are so excited to have you here, and we are looking for people who are passionate like us. They're looking to change their lives, and they're looking to enhance other people's lives along the way. So thank you so much for your time on behalf of both Dr. Jess and I, and please get back to who sent you here.